I woke up at midnight when heavy rain was falling to close my windows that I left half opened. While I was trying to close my windows, I heard some interactions outside. Let's just kill this man and commot for here before someone sees us. Na. Poison, don't stab this man. Remember our boss said we should kill him painfully. We've already drugged him, so let's tie his legs, hands, and mouth and throw him inside this big gutter so that the erosion would carry him away. I was extremely touched when I heard that. I wanted to scream from the upstairs that I was staying, but I was too fearful to scream. They brought the guy out of the vehicle, and I was watching them from upstairs and heavy rain was falling. They tied his hands, legs, and mouth and they threw him inside the big gutter and drove away. So I hastily sneaked out of the house while everybody was asleep to save the guy's life. When I got to the place that they threw him inside, I brought out my touchlight and pointed at the gutter, but I couldn't find him, and when I tiptoed a bit forward, I saw this handsome guy with an expensive outfit inside a gutter struggling. I quickly rushed inside the gutter to bring him out, but I couldn't lift him because of his weight. I hastily ran to my brother's room and persuaded him to come and help me, and he followed me. My brother and I struggled so hard to bring him out of the gutter, and when we eventually brought him out of the gutter, my brother carried him on his back and we hurriedly took him to a nearby hospital that was very close to our house because he was extremely feeble and strengthless. When we got to the hospitals, fortunately, we met nurses and doctors who were on duty that midnight. "What happened to him?" Doctor asked. I explained everything clearly to the doctor. The doctor conducted tests and gave him drips. "Doctor, please, is he okay?" my brother asked with teary eyes. "Yes, he would be okay, but he could have passed away, assuming you people didn't bring him here on time," doctor replied. "Please, Kenny, go back to the house, in case Mom and Dad wake, and look for us so that you can explain to them the incident that we encountered lately," Ada said. "Sister Ada, I am going nowhere this night. I will stay here till day dawn. I can't leave you here all alone, and this man lying here is like an elder brother to me," Kenny said. "Please, I beg you in the name of God, go back to the house, before our parents start looking for us," Ada begged. "Sister, I am very sorry to disobey you, but I can't go home now, it's very late. What would you tell our parents if I got kidnapped or attacked by bad boys on my way home?" Kenny asked. "You're right, but I am afraid that our parents might look for us and we're not with our phones or any means of communication," Ada murmured. "Sister, I understand, but don't worry, when we get home we will explain to them," Kenny said. Around 6 a.m., their parents began to look for them and they were still at the hospital with the strange man. "Honey, do you see Kenny and Ada this morning?" Mrs. Daniel asked. "Not at all, I haven't set my eyes on him this morning. Have you called Eric to find out whether they went to visit him this morning?" Mr. Daniel asked. "I have called him. What did he say?" "He said he hadn't seen him this morning." "My God, where Kenny and Ada could have gone to this morning," Mr. Daniel murmured. A moment later, "Poison, how was the last night's job?" Abuka asked. "Boss, the job was done successfully, your brother is dead." "Where did you guys keep his dead body?" Abuka asked. "Boss, we killed him and threw his corpse inside a big river," Poison replied. "Nice one, boys, I hope no one saw you guys." "Not at all, boss, no one saw us." "Good job, I am sending you boys additional 500k for a job well done." "But where is my car?" he asked. "We're on our way to return your car, boss." "Nice doing business with you, boss," Poison replied and ended the call. "No one can take what rightfully belongs to me." His parents, the king and the queen, barged into his room. "Abuka, whom were you talking to?" they asked. "M. My friend," he replied. "Who is trying to take what rightfully belongs to you?" the king asked suspiciously. "Nobody, Dad, I was having fun with my friend." "Your Majesty, this was not why we came to his room," the queen said. "Abuka, have you heard from Abina?" "We have been calling him since yesterday, but his numbers are not reachable," the king asked. "Daddy, I haven't heard from him either. I called his numbers countless times but they are not reachable," Abuka responded. "What could have happened to my son? He told us he would land at the airport yesterday evening," the queen murmured. "Mummy, I don't know what's going on with my brother. I waited for him at the airport yesterday evening for almost 6 hours, but up till now he hasn't arrived. I am very confused and sad right now. Abuka said. I strongly believe that my son is okay wherever he is now, the king said. I have the same feelings too, said the queen. Your Majesty, Your Highness, my prince, breakfast is ready, said the maiden. Please, Your Majesty, let's go and have our breakfast, Queen said. A few hours later, Doctor, please, why is he talking and behaving abnormally? Ada curiously asked. They gave this man a very dangerous substance, so that substance has damaged his brain completely, so you people should quickly take him to a psychiatric hospital because he is mad right now. Ada and Kenny took him to the mental hospital. When they got to the psychiatric hospital, Kenny went home and explained everything to their parents, and their parents were extremely stunned and sad. A few days to Ada's wedding. Babe, what's going on? Why do you suddenly change? Ada's fiancé asked. Eric, I don't understand what you are talking about. How did I change, if I may ask? Ada asked. Ada, ever since you met that strange madman, you no longer pick up my calls as usual. You scarcely give me your time and attention. Ada, have you suddenly forgotten that our wedding is next week? Eric asked. Eric, it's not my fault, please. Ada muttered. Then whose fault? Or is it my fault? Ada, answer me now. Eric yelled at her. Eric, please stop yelling at me. I just told you it's not my fault. Eric, with the way things are going every day, I don't think that our marriage would work out, because I have completely lost everything. Ada, what did I just hear you saying? Eric, I am extremely sorry for what I am about to tell you. I am tired of keeping this deep secret from you. I want to reveal it to you, so that if you want to kill me, you can go ahead and kill me. I can't keep it any longer. Ada exclaimed. Ada, what is that, please? I have hurt already, please tell me. Eric, I don't know where to start. To make you understand, I am very confused right now. Oh. God, why me? Ada exclaimed. Please, my love, talk to me, what's the problem? Eric asked sadly. She sadly stared at Eric and tears were gushing out from her eyes. Babe, why are you crying? Please tell me, because you're hurting me. Eric, I am very sorry. I have completely lost my feelings for you. I don't have the slightest feeling for you any longer. How? Ada, I don't understand what you are talking about. Can you repeat what you just said? Eric, please believe me. I no longer have any feelings for you. I am obsessed with the madman. The feelings I have for the madman are uncontrollable and mysterious. I love him beyond. I can't just control my feelings for him. Ada exclaimed. Ada, what are you saying? Have you suddenly gone mad? Have you forgotten that our wedding is next week on Saturday? You're joking? Oh yes, you're joking. Eric, the first, swear with my life. I mean what I just told you. Ever since I saw that strange madman, my spirit and soul have not been the same as before. The deep feelings and love I have for him are just beyond my control. I sense there is a deep mystery behind the man. I have never been so madly in love with a man like that before. I can't just help myself out. I don't know what I will do at this point to get rid of my feelings for him, because these circumstances are beyond me. Ada cried out heavily. To be continued. If you were in Ada and Eric's shoes, what would you do at this point?